morning, dear students. Welcome to our next session of English grammar. And yesterday we have discussed some of the exercises, or you can say assignment, that I gave you based on nouns. So we have done some of the exercise and few were left out. So let's quickly just do that exercises that I had gave you before. So you can just tally out your answers from your grammar notebooks if you have done it in your grammar notebooks. So we'll start with the exercise which says encircle the nouns in the following sentences. So some sentences are given you and you have to just underline the nouns in those sentences. So let's see the first sentence in that. What is it? Rashmi went to the mall to buy some clothes. So now, be it common noun, be it proper noun, can you identify the nouns in the sentence? We have done all 5 types of nouns: collective noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, proper noun, common noun. So now tell me, what nouns are there in the sentence? Of course, yes. First one is Rashmi. Then we have mall, common noun, and clothes, again common noun. Next you have the books are on the table. Now we have books and table. Both are what? Common noun. Kashmir is a beautiful place. So now Kashmir, proper noun, and place, common noun. Next you have Hari and Shivam are friends. So Hari, Shivam and friends. So here Hari is your proper noun, Shivam is your proper noun, friends is your common noun. Coming to the fifth and the last one, the cow is a useful animal. So here we have cow and animal. Cow common noun, animal common noun. So these were the nouns that we had to identify from the sentences given. Okay, next exercise is there for you. What you need to do is fill in the blanks using collective nouns from the given box. One help box is given and all the collective nouns are given in that help box, and you need to just take the help from that help box and complete all the list of collective noun that is given here. So let's do this exercise. I will give it the heading collective nouns. So the first one, a dash of girls. Yes, it is class of girls. I hope you have done it. Okay, a dash of grapes. Bunch of grapes. Do we have bunch of grapes? You might have seen in your homes. Next, a dash of judges. It is always a jury of judges or a panel of judges, you can say. Then you have a dash of people. So it is always used as a crowd of people. Number 5, a dash of sailors. Crew of sailors. Number 6, a dash of players. So we call it as a team collectively. Number 7, a dash of flowers. It is always a bouquet of flowers. Note down the spellings correctly. Then you have a dash of fish. So it is always a shoal of fish. So this way we have done the collective nouns. Then there is one more exercise that I have given you. What is it? Change the following words into abstract nouns. Now you have to change the words that are given here. This means the adjectives are given and you have to change it into abstract nouns. So let us quickly see. What is it? I give the heading abstract nouns. You need to change the adjective into abstract nouns. For example, wise. The person is very wise. So what is it? It's an adjective, that quality of the person. So we have to change it now, abstract noun. So what it will be? It will be wisdom. Number 2, proud. It is pride. Number 3, kind. Kindness. So this way also it can be asked in your exams. Know, knowledge. Have you all done it in your grammar notebooks? If yes, then please check out the answers, otherwise do the corrections. Courageous, it is courage. Number 6, you have intelligent, so it will be intelligence. Number 7, glorious, so it will be glory. Next, war. Now war itself is an abstract noun, so it is same for war. Next you have famous, that is fame. Next one, child, it is childhood. Number 11, argue, it will be argument. Next, attract, attraction. 13, you have locate, so it will be location. 14, that is agree, so it will be agreement. I'll write down here, you can just copy it from here if it's wrong. So it is just continued here. Let's give it like this. Okay. Then the last one is attach, and that is attachment. So this way you will just frame your adjectives into abstract nouns. So this is a big list of abstract nouns that we have done, how you will frame adjectives into abstract nouns. So this way you can learn it also. And with this we finished the exercises that were based on nouns. So we have discussed all the exercises that were based on nouns. But then there were few exercises based on sentences also, that many we have done, only few were left. So now let us discuss the exercises that are left based on sentences. Okay, so let's see the first exercise that I gave you based on sentences. Take the group of words that are sentences and cross out the ones which are not. So a list of sentences, or you can say phrases and clauses, is also included in that. But then you have to tick only the group of words that are complete sentences that make a meaningful sentence, and cross out the ones which are not sentences. So how are you going to do? Let us see. Number 1, swimming is a good exercise. So is it a sentence? Yes. So we will put a tick on it. Number 2, Mylapore Chennai is in. Is it making any sense? Is it following the sentence structure that we have discussed? No. So it is not. Third, plastic cups. Is it a sentence? No. So put a cross. Number 4, Grace is 17 years old. Of course, yes, it's making a complete sense and it's also following the sentence structure. Next one, into the tub. No. It's a phrase. Incomplete meaning. Is it a sword? Yes. Interrogative sentence. Wet and green lawn. No. I hope you have done. Far away from Nilima's house. No. Light paperweight. No. And the last one of Sanku Ram's parrots is dead. Is it a sentence? Yes, of course. So this way you will identify whether the sentences are sentences or not. This can be one way of asking in the exams. Then order the parts to make sentences and add correct punctuation. Second exercise that I gave you was that you had to arrange the jumbled words into a meaningful sentence, and you have to use the correct punctuation wherever the capital letters are required, or full stop or question mark is required, or exclamatory sign is there, or full stop is required. You have to use those punctuation. So let's do this exercise. So I'll give it a heading. What should I give it? I can say rearrange plus your punctuations. So this way I'll give 2 headings to it. So number 1, let us see what is it. So it is a football coach will go to Russia in December. O should be capital, beginning letter. Our football coach will go to Russia in December. Plus your full stop, since it is simple assertive sentence. Next, who turned off the TV? W should be capital. Who turned off the TV? Since it is interrogative, so you should insert a question mark. Next, the girl riding the yellow bicycle is Ashima. So T should be capital. The girl riding the yellow bicycle is Ashima. Plus your full stop, since this is simple information. Okay. Then you have, who brought the crystal vase on the shelf? Who brought the crystal vase on the shelf? Plus your question mark, since it is WH family, so we use it in interrogative sentences. Next, it is a big sentence although. Call the electrician tomorrow to fix the fan in the bedroom. So it is, call the electrician tomorrow to fix the fan in the bedroom. So it is just a command you can say, or an order you can think. So it is imperative sentence and it will take full stop at the end. Next, this statue of a dancing woman is 400 years old. So it will be, this statue of dancing women is 400 years old. Plus your full stop, because simple information is given over there. So now we have already finished with the 6 sentences. Few more are left, so let's complete those sentences now. Okay, let's see the next one now. It is, how marvelous the new sea bridge is. How marvelous the new sea bridge is. So what type of sentence it is? Imperative sentence. No, it is exclamatory sentence. So we are just praising the sea bridge, so it is exclamatory. Our feelings are expressed here. Okay. Then we have, could you get me a school atlas from the bookstore? Could you get me a school atlas from the book store? So now someone is asking for the information. It is interrogative sentence with a question mark. Okay, school atlas from the bookstore. Then one more phrase is there, on Patel Road. So we need to add that also. So on Patel Road. Then you have your question mark. Ninth one you have, what is the name of your pet parrot? What is the name of your pet parrot? Again, information is asked, question mark, interrogative sentence. Now the last one, children below 12 are not allowed in the magic show. Is it so? Children below 12 are not allowed in the magic show. Simple information is there. So this is assertive sentence and we are going to add on a full stop. So this was something about the punctuations that you have to use after arranging the words into a meaningful sentence. So this was one exercise that I have given you. Then there is one more exercise which is based on the question tags. You have to match the question tags. So I'll give it a heading of question tags. So let's do this exercise. How will you add a question tag? Just match it. Minnie runs very fast, doesn't she? So your first answer will be doesn't she. I'll just write down all the answers like this. You can just arrange into numerical order in your books. We are late, aren't we? Do you remember that we have to insert a question mark at the end and it always follows the opposite question tag. With positive sentences, negative question tag, and with negative sentences you have to add positive question tag. Okay, next, Lizzie can swim across the river, can't she? Simply what you need to do is take the auxiliary at the first place and then insert your pronoun. The rain has stopped, hasn't it? Okay, plus your question mark. Don't forget to put your question marks, dear children. You can't climb a tree. So now it is negative. So we have to use positive question tag. So it is, you can't climb a tree, can you? So this way we will ask the person, can you climb a tree? But then it is a tag only, so don't write the whole sentence. So with this we finish the exercises that I have given you based on sentences also. So with this we finish our exercises, the assignments. So I hope you have understood the concepts and you have also completed it in your grammar notebook. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.